Well, it was a quiet day. I was just waiting on the sidelines, waiting for a job to come in over the radio and computer to tell me what to do. I got a radio call, pick up box XXX or whatever, take it and put it somewhere else. Well, I was facing the wrong way. So I thought, all right, all I've got to do, turn round, go and get it. So I drove forward, turned, and then it fell. When I fell, it didn't hurt. It didn't hurt at all, to be honest. It weren't until I was actually in hospital that the pain started kicking in. I broke my foot, broke my elbow, I broke 3 bones in my back. Well, after the accident, my missus and her friend, they went to the Citizens Advice Bureau.
Mick was in hospital and I didn't really know what to do, to be honest, so I thought the best thing to do is to go to Citizens Advice and ask them, and the lady who I saw recommended the particular solicitor that we went to. That
day we went to see him. He told us, got a good case, he'd be more than happy to take the case on.
We just assumed he was the professional and he knew what he was doing, and we didn't know any different.
I hardly spoke to him the first year. It was just the odd letter here and there.
Well, we hadn't heard from him for a long, long time, and I kept saying to Mick, you know, we haven't heard anything from him. Do you think that's right?
And before I knew it, 3 years was up. Well, I didn't know at the time, but you only get 3 years limitation to get your case to court.
Mick phoned him, and that's when he said, you know, you need to come in and see me because your case is dead in the water.
His words were, your case is dead in the water.
He kept repeating that it happens to a lot of people and it's just one of them things that happen. He just kept saying things like that and making excuses.
My missus, Jane, she went on the internet, done some research and come up with Mulderrigs.
I scoured the internet, I found Mr Mulderrig, I emailed him.
And the next day, Paul Mulderrig, he phoned me back.
And it was a completely different experience to the first solicitor. He was constantly in contact. We was constantly having meetings with him.
Things just started moving. I mean, I see Mr Mulderrig more times in the first 2 months than I'd seen the other solicitor in the whole 3 years.
He could have just been round the corner, actually.
He sent me to see bone doctor, foot doctor, you know, orthopaedics, mental health people, so much more. It was roughly 4 years in total from when I first phoned Mulderrigs to the actual end of settlement, but it seemed like a good 4 years. Once I'd got that check, I didn't think I'd get that amount, to be honest, but I was pleased with it. It meant I could do things I couldn't have done before. Yeah, it was a great weight off your shoulders to know that it had been dealt with and that you'd got justice, basically. That was it. I could draw a line under it and just move on with the rest of my life. I couldn't recommend Mr Mulderrig enough. He got us justice for a start, and I'll just be forever grateful to him. He said what he was going to do, he got it done, the case is closed, and I couldn't have asked for a better ending. I just wish I'd have gone there first.